killed him.
Well, that's also what happens when you don't give the pony tractor enough go-go juice. Hey everybody, welcome back to Chasing Rust. I'm your host Josh. My dad will be along shortly. We got Miss Molly in place of Dad right now, but today we're gonna try and get Dylan's A started with the Lister planter on it that we picked up a few weeks back. It's time to get unloaded and get stuff put away for the winter, and I really want to hear this one run. I think it will. I don't think it'll take too much work, so that's what we're gonna do today. And as I stated before, we got the lovely Miss Molly here. Hey, she sees a bicyclist or something, I don't know, but we got Molly here to help us today. Molly is about halfway through her 14th trip around the sun. You know, yeah, she's a good one. But without further ado, guys, we are gonna jump right into this thing. I really think we're just gonna scuff the mag up and dump some gas in it and see what happens. And step one, what I always prefer to do, a lot of guys don't do this, it's just kind of one thing that's worked for me, is I always like to go to the mag and just scuff the points up a little bit, especially if they've been sitting for a while. Now, the ones that we use all the time, you know, like Bones and the 4-bolt B, open fan A's, you know, we run those quite a bit. They don't ever sit for years on end without running, so it's not so much. But this thing here hasn't run since, I believe he told us it was the mid-80s that he backed it into the shed there, and that's where it sat. So it's 2025, you do the math, that's about 40 some years of just sitting there drawing moisture. And you can see it doesn't look the greatest in there. We just opened this up together for the first time, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. I got my sandcloth here. We're gonna clean some stuff up and see if we can't make sparks happen. All right, folks, so the trick here is you just open those points up a little bit, and you don't want to use a whole lot, but I just stick that in there and you just work it back and forth a little bit. See all that gunk that come off there? And then a lot of people take a dollar bill or a business card or something, but I don't have any dollar bills or business cards because you know, I'm broke. That's how that happens. But I do have a certification card that will do the same thing. You just put her in there and you wipe the excess out. And I kind of like to go ahead and scuff it all up while I'm in there. You know, this little doodad here. I don't really know a whole lot about mags. You know, they're magic machines. And I got a guy for that. You guys should too. His name's Mark. Folks, I just can't believe it. Our supervisor's laying down on the job. That's all right. She can lay here and watch the cars go by. Just watch the world go by. We're gonna get back to scuffing this mag up here. We ain't made it very far because it's been pretty bad. But I'm gonna finish this up and then I'll get back to you guys. For all you naysayers out there, this does go to a switch and it says pull out to run. I had it pulled out. But let's go ahead and just pull that off. That way we know it's not grounded out. Nope, nothing. So the other thing is, I also noticed that it doesn't feel like it's got any compression. Mainly because I don't hear it hissing out the compression releases. And it's supposed to. I shouldn't be able to turn it over that easy from this side of the tractor. So it might not be as cut and dry as we thought it was going to be, folks. Hey, look, there's Dad. Now that he's here, we might get it off and try to belt up to it with something. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What are we doing today, Josh?
Well, we've already started this video last weekend when you weren't here. But we got to get Dylan's tractor unloaded because once again we've procrastinated. And we gotta belt up to it to try and start it. It's kind of hard to belt up to it with it on the trailer, so it's got to come off.
All right, so stay tuned and see how we get this tractor off the trailer, because we're not quite sure how we're going to do it either.
Dylan, look away.
Don't watch, Dylan. This is not for you. For the rest of you, drop us a comment down there in the bottom there in the comment section. Tell us what you think. How should we get this tractor off the trailer? And yeah, we'll see if your thoughts and opinions match up with what we decide to do.
Alright everybody, today we're back on Dylan's tractor here. It's been a few days since you last saw me and Miss Molly Dog working on this thing. We got Dylan home. He looks so excited.
It's cold out.
It's actually Thanksgiving today, so Dylan's home for Thanksgiving. And we're gonna see if we can't get this little beauty running today, because that's one of Dylan's goals, why he's home. So I don't exactly remember what all we did to it, because it's been about a week since I have messed with it. So we're probably just gonna start over. Actually, no, we're not, because now it's coming to me. You guys ever have that where you don't remember and then you remember? So anyways, well, I also just confirmed that this thing's been painted at least once. I don't know if you guys can tell, but see the difference in the logos here? They're different. Boom deal. Yeah. But hey, it's still a nice day 2 paint job, so we'll take it.
You talking about you couldn't get the spark plug covers off?
I couldn't get the spark plug covers off. It's not my tractor, and I didn't want to break the bolts off in there, so that's where we're at.
Me neither.
Yeah, we'll see. It's your tractor, so. The problem we're having is these bolts are seized in there, and we got to get the spark plugs out. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah. She's stuck, folks. We're going to have to get it freed up before he gets back. Turns out I'm just a weenie. We did get it freed up. Oh, look at all this dirt on here. I mean, she's caked on thicker than a Snicker. Anyways, back to our regular scheduled programming. Well, you're turning it the wrong way, for starters.
Why don't you turn it the other way and work it back and forth?
Well, you know.
Oh, now you're turning it the wrong way.
Potato, potato. There's your other tractor over there.
Well, this handle's split open.
Well, that's what happens whenever you're using it not as intended. Oh, it's turning!
Look at that, folks. That is as intended. These handles are actually made so you can put a wrench or a socket on.
Well, that screwdriver's older than me and you combined.
I know. Not defending it in that manner.
Ready? There. Uh-oh. Well, this plug wire just broke.
Ah, this one too. Ow.
I don't know if it broke or just popped off.
Ow.
What?
I hurt my hand. It's cold.
What else would you rather be doing on your Thanksgiving Day?
Nothing. This is it. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
Well, they're probably all with their families. Nice and warm. Getting ready to eat some, well, it's the morning time, so nobody's eating lunch yet. Speaking of families, our father's AWOL. Don't know where he went. He got up and he left this morning. He said he was coming over here, but he ain't here. You think we ought to put out the 5-alarm bell? Raise the horn, call everybody, ask them where they're at. They've talked to him. What do you think?
You oughta.
Or should we just lay low and play it cool? Maybe he'll show up here in a little bit.
Not a chance. It's too cold for that.
That's true. He's probably at home on the couch. He probably came out here, said, nope, it's cold. I'm going home. What do we got there?
It's as dry as can be.
Well, you know, that ain't too bad looking.
I believe the guy we got this from said it hadn't run since 1985.
1985. You got a truck that vintage.
Yeah, I do.
This plug looks a lot better than the other one. I mean, the other one didn't look real bad.
What the heck?
It's definitely a lot drier climate where this thing come from than what we've got here.
She's stiff.
She's a little stiff this morning. It's cold out.
Yes.
We can get the AR built up to it if you want. Turn it over. I just say the AR because it's sitting over there with antifreeze in it. So folks, every now and then your little brother needs some help. Okay? This is my little brother.
Or your lower back.
We enlisted Austin Randall over there to help his little brother. Younger brother. So in order to prevent the lower back pain from getting worse, we got the AR back out. We got belted up here, and we're gonna turn this thing over using the AR because it starts with 1 or 2 pulls of the flywheel, and we don't have a count for the other one. So we're all set up here, ready to go. Sit there and run like that.
Killed it.
You killed him. Well, that's also what happens when you don't give the pony tractor enough go-go juice. Rookie on the clutch over there didn't notice that the tractor was about to die.
You heard over this clutch pulley wire.
All right, we'll get the AR started back up here. Go again. Coming around. All right, folks. Well, we pulled the valve cover off because we thought we had a lot more compression on one side than we did the other. Turns out we were correct. This #1 valve right here is stuck. But the rest of it looks pretty good in there. You know, we pulled Dad's BW apart and it had antifreeze in it for 30 some odd years and it looked pretty nasty in there. This thing, we've turned it over. It's got oil pressure up here. They drained all the water out of it 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and they parked it. It's 2025 and they use it in 85. That's 40 years. So for 40 years not having any water or anything in here, being sealed up, it looks pretty good. We just got this one valve that's hung up. All the others moved. So we're gonna work on getting that thing freed up and we'll go from there. Dylan is over there scuffing the mag up again. We did that the other day, but it's just kind of a lost cause, last ditch effort to make it run. So we're gonna get this valve freed up and we'll get back to you. So we got this real delicate process here. It involves a multi-size hammer, a hobo freight screwdriver, and just a little bit of luck. Looks like it's working. Okay, now I'm gonna go get some WD-40 and spray on there, and we'll spin the tractor over and work it that way. All right, folks, well, we sprayed her with some WD of the 40th version. And it's moving. I think if we can get that magnifier, she will run. I think we got ourselves a runner. Looks like it's oiling good, mainly because the oil's running out of it up here. But yeah. So we're gonna make a parts run and we'll be back. All right, everybody, so we're back today after we made our parts store run. It's actually the next day. Yesterday we had Thanksgiving dinner we had to get to. So, what are you doing, Dylan?
Just trying to scratch up all the rust in here to see if we can get any spark guys maybe.
Yeah.
Whether it's gonna make a difference, I don't know.
We don't know, but yesterday we got the valves freed up. We got this old girl turning over rather easily, so that was a win, right?
It's probably the closest to being locked up that I've ever seen something without it being locked up.
Yeah, got spark? So, we know it's got spark now because we just watched Dylan shock himself on the mag. And we're gonna put the plugs back in it and dump a little gas in and see what happens. Now, we haven't cleaned any of the fuel system, haven't done any of that. The tank looks clean. So we're hoping the carburetor's clean, but you know, we don't really know. You guys are wondering where Dad's at in this episode. He's right there. But Dylan is currently taking the nut off of the wire loom because when we broke the spark ends of the plug wires off yesterday, the wire is no longer long enough to reach the spark plugs on either side. We need a little slack, so he's getting us a little slack over there. Well, folks, this is one of the problems you have when something's been parked for a while. We went to put water in it, and it looks like an irrigation system. It's got leaks from everywhere. Not really, I think it's just that one radiator hose over there. But that tells me that we've got water up to here, so the block's full. We should be okay. You want to see if it'll hand start? Huh?
Not really.
I think it will. Pretty happy with it? Not a bad way to spend Thanksgiving?
Not a terrible way. I've spent it worse ways.
We have spent it worse ways. You glad I waited for you?
I mean, yeah. Told you could do it without me.
Yeah, where's the fun in that? We wouldn't be able to see the joy on your face. For those of you that don't know, this is his excited face. He's excited right now.
I was just really impressed that it hit on the second turn.
Yeah.
I mean, like that.
How much have you spent on this thing in the last 2 days of us working on it?
$15.
Does that count the $7 of fuel you dumped in it?
Well, no. Then $21. Plus we stole some plug wires that I gotta give back.
Borrowed.
What'd you steal those off of?
Don't worry about it. Something that wasn't using them.
We commandeered. So what are you sitting on here? What is this?
I'm sitting on a tire.
Uh-huh.
It's a fine specimen.
It's attached.
And how did we acquire such a fine specimen? This is pre-YouTube days, by the way.
Well, you know, so a friend of a friend was about to get divorced because this was sitting in his garage. And he tore it down. Supposedly it has a bad crankshaft. I don't know. He tore it down. It sat there for a while. And his wife said, get rid of it or I'm leaving. And so Brian mentioned it to me. It only was about a mile from here.
Yeah, we drug it home.
Maybe a mile from here. And I said, you know, I'll help you out. I'll save your marriage. I'll give you $800. And he said, before I could even get that out of my mouth, he said, deal. And I thought, what have I done now? So we saved this feller's marriage by buying this tractor. That's a true story, by the way. I'm not making that up.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him $800 for it. Josh pulled me home at 65 miles an hour.
It was about 6.
Down the road. And I'm just, you know, it's a little loose in the front, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little play in the front end at 65 miles an hour.
Yeah. So what's that back over there with the tree growing in it?
Well, that's a 70 John Deere that my grandfather bought brand new. And had a loader on it, which is laying over there somewhere. And I don't remember now why, but it had a water leak or something, bad hose or something, and we put water in it one year. And we forgot to drain the water out of it. And we let the water get hard in there.
Got the hard water syndrome.
And it did bad things to the block. And we parked it right there. And it hasn't moved in, I'm gonna say, 35 years.
I've never seen it move.
And I actually cut the tree down out of there once. That's the second tree.
I think there's more than one in it.
Well, I cut the first tree down. So that's the second go around on the trees. I do have a new block for it.
We do. That might be coming soon.
It is on the list of things to be done. By the way, since this is going out on the interwebs and the YouTubes, my grandfather bought that, as I said, my grandfather bought that tractor brand new. Traded a 48 or 49, I can't remember, John Deere G for that 70 diesel when that 70 came out. And so if you have G...
Time out. We're telling stories here.
I don't want it to get the hard water.
What are you doing?
It's that time of year.
Man, all right.
So if you have G serial number 33195, let's talk. I'd be very, very interested in talking to you. That's 33195. Been looking for it for years. I'm sure it's been a Ford Focus, probably a Ford Ranger, no, a Ford F100, probably. Then it was probably a Toaster. Then it probably went to be a Kia. And now it's probably a Hyundai sitting in a junkyard somewhere. But
a lot of recycling since 1949, 48.
hey, it's been around. You know?
Yeah.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's still alive, $33,195. If you have that tractor, let me know.
It really doesn't even have to be the whole tractor, just the main case, you know. If it's
Serial number, tag, that's all I care about.
Yeah, see?
I'll make the rest.
Yeah. So, all right, story time's over. Wait, hold on. Why do we have the fallen down shed over there? What happened?
Well, it got old. The roof on the trailer fell in, and then it allowed the water to come in from the backside and rot out the timbers.
So my grandfather, God rest his soul, had a way of doing things. You know, you don't want to build a shed the proper way. You want to drag a trailer in and build roofs off the trailer. And then as the years go by, the wind picks up the roofs.
And the air leaks out of the tires.
And it just kind of sets her down on the ground. And that's what happens.
We were supposed to put cars in that trailer and we never did.
Which is a good thing, because there's no trailer floor in there anymore. We done never got them out.
There's no roof, no floor. Now there's no sheds.
Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do you think, Dylan?
Tickled to death about it.
Tickled to death. Yeah, got her started. Relatively easy.
It really didn't need much at all. All we did was take the plugs out, scratch them up, take the mag apart, scratch it up, put a new condenser in it, borrowed some plug wires, and then other than that, we just dumped gas in it and built it up to it, and it hit on the second turn.
No, we pulled the valve cover off. We had to free the valves
Yeah,
up.
there was a stuck valve.
Yeah. You know, we got about $18 invested to get this old butte running again.
Yeah.
But so this is the first video of probably a couple, because we got her started, but there's still some things to do. You know, like the upper radiator hose
Both
is
radiator hoses,
yeah.
valve cover gasket, some plug wires. Oh, gotta get these tires fixed, but other than that, she's really ready to go. She runs great.
Yeah. Just a few minor things, you know, nothing major. We did the hard part. You know, that's 75% of it right there, making it run. So, anyways, guys, if you like today's video, like, subscribe, tell a friend. You know, we'd appreciate it. And this I don't know what day this video is coming out, but this is our Thanksgiving. So Dylan's home for Thanksgiving, and this is what we did. Dad's over there making messes. See? Yeah. Having a good time. But yeah. So this is what we did for Thanksgiving, and hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, and Christmas is coming up. Hope you have good holidays with your family. So this is what we do with ours. We work on old crusty rusty tractors.
No better way to spend it.
Nope. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, glad you got to see me. Just like any kids today, they're off on the next adventure, leaving me to cover this up. Oh, I heard it hit. Maybe it's gonna run.